Hey everybody, it's John. We're making quarantine cocktails in Los Angeles. Now before I get started, because I forget to do this every single time at the end, so I'm doing it at the beginning. If you'd be so kind as hit the subscribe button down there if you're watching on the YouTubes, because apparently it's a thing that you do on the YouTubes, you get subscriptions. I don't know what's the thing, but if you would, I'd really appreciate it. So, welcome. We are in Los Angeles where the air is moderately unhealthy, which is pretty good for us. And we're going to be making a pumpkin spice old fashioned. Now, I know as soon as I said pumpkin spice, a lot of you rolled your eyes. I was kind of the same way. In fact, I'm still not a huge fan of pumpkin. No offense, little pumpkin. However, a lot of people are. And, the way the world is right now, if you like something that's not hurting anybody, then do your thing, all right? So for you guys, this is a pumpkin spice old-fashioned. Now the key to this is, of course, the simple syrup. We're going to make the pumpkin spice in the simple syrup that we're going to add to the old-fashioned. So yesterday, John made a batch of that for us, and he's going to explain to us what goes into it. Are you there yesterday, John? Hey, tomorrow, John, how's it going? Yeah, I made some old-fashioned simple syrup with some brown sugar and some water, and we stir that up and we reduce it down, and then we're going to add our pumpkin puree, which is pumpkin pie mix that you get at the grocery store. Put that in, we're going to stir that up and boil it down, and then we're going to add some spices. We're going to start with a teaspoon of cinnamon, so that'd be half a teaspoon of cloves, half a teaspoon of ginger, half a teaspoon of allspice, and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. You're going to stir that up, let it simmer down, and it's going to get pretty thick, so you're going to strain it into a bowl. Like so, you just want the simple syrup, not the thick stuff. Back to you, future John. Thanks, yesterday, John. Yesterday, John also added a pinch of nutmeg, but he forgot to film that because yesterday, John is an idiot. And it yields about this much, which is a pretty good amount, more than you're going to need for this cocktail, but you use it in coffee and whatever else. It's really nice. So let's get started on our old fashioned. We are going to use a little over half an ounce of this simple syrup we just made. And I know that's way more than you normally use in a regular old fashioned, so all you purists, just get over it right now, because this is not your dad's old fashioned. It's much, much sweeter. And to that, we're going to add some orange bitters, not the Angostura, just the orange to complement the flavor on this. A couple of swigs of that. And then I'm going to use bourbon. I normally use rye for this, but bourbon's a little bit sweeter. Again, we're going for a sweet cocktail here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on that. And let's add a couple of ice balls. And give it a stir. Around, mix it up. This simple syrup is actually pretty thick, so you make sure you keep that nice and stirred up so it doesn't settle, because we don't want to settle. Now let's do a little zest of orange. Get the white part towards you. Squeeze some of that oil in there, right around the rim. Drop it in. And of course, I'm going to put a Luxardo cherry in here because I love them so much. Stir that a little more. Bubble. And finally, because it's all festive and whatnot, we're going to add a cinnamon stick. It's our final touch. Boink. And now, I have actually not had this before. It's my first time, and so I'll let you guys know how it goes. That is the nicest pumpkin I've had. No offense, little pumpkin. It's a delight. So guys, enjoy. It's Saturday. I'm going to have a couple of these and pass out. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wear a mask. And we'll see you soon. Swipe.